Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the finale of this quick two-game series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cincinnati Reds. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Homer Bailey will be the one towing the rubber for the Reds. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Striding into the box, Ramon Torres. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball. Through 4 games of this homestand, they split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Trumbo is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, look out for Lorenzo Cain as this game moves along. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
Standing in, Jorge Bonifacio. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. Our temperatures should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. One out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Two out, nobody on. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outside?
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. KC down in order. And now the Reds will get their first opportunity. No score. Nate Carnes gets the ball for the Royals in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully his mojo starts turning around.
Into the box now, Billy Hamilton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading
first.
up for the Reds, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here comes the first pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Swing and a soft liner down the line in right, but foul. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
Hit on the ground out to short. Torres has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see the speed and athleticism of Billy Hamilton on display. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. In is Joey Votto now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo home run here off the bat of Joey Votto. The 297th of his career. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. And with Great American being one of the best hitters parks around, no surprise that he's a much better hitter here in Cincinnati than out on the road. Line drive to left. Fletcher will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 in the inning for the Reds, and it comes on this Joey Votto homer. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Reds. Here's Matt Adams now. And there you see the numbers over his last 8 contests. He's really been leading the charge for this team. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top. But he was able to lay off it.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Line toward the gap in left center. Winker arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
Coming to the plate now, Salvador Perez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Into the box, Yolmer Sanchez. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Can't ask for much more there out of Homer Bailey. And he's got himself a 1-0 lead. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, head-to-head against Nate Carnes. He's gone 5 for 13. He's taken him deep once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Gennett is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, when he woke up this morning, the last thing he wanted was to be down 2-0 in the second inning. The good news is that both home runs have only been solo shots, but the bad news is he's not fooling anyone right now.
Here's Todd Frazier now. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Bonifacio moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
And the changeup is way low that time. Mesoraco, or just Rocco for short. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. And he makes the throw to first. Mesoraco is retired. 2 down now.
Left fielder, Jesse Winker.
Set to get his day started, Jesse Winker. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. So far this season, Winker is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations. Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher. Not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter. You want to get out of that spot? Guess what? Newsflash. Be better. Because basically every other hitter in the lineup is hitting in front of you except the pitcher.
In now, Homer Bailey. Swing and a liner. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. Winker is on his way home. And a relay to the plate. And he's going to score with ease as the throw will be too late.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Missed with a breaking ball. Bailey stands at second with 2 gone. One and 2 the count to Billy Hamilton.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Welcome back to Cincinnati for Major League Baseball on MLB Network from Great American Ballpark. Now at the plate, Doug Fletcher. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Trumbo. And that's the first out of the inning. So with 1 gone, let's take a look at the standings in the National League Central as we see where the Reds find themselves entering play today. And that brings in Hunter Dozier. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Count even now at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Stepping in now, Nate Carnes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hamilton is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jimmy Childers. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey Votto.
Stepping in, Joey Votto. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Standing in now, Mark Trumbo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0 to Trumbo. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. The 1-2. Fly ball out to right field. Bonifacio back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So digging in now, Scooter Gennett.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
Into the box now, Todd Frazier. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
The 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
This is in the air to right. Bonifacio's under it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Reds strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. So striding in, Ramon Torres back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Torres gets his lead at first, nobody out. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Popped him up. Childers backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. On to second, and he throws it away. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Striding in, Matt Adams, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Kansas City. They trail it here 3-0. So stepping in, Devin Mesoraco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Devin Mesoraco.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. So 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Torres on the grass, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
At the plate, Jesse Winker. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Homer Bailey.
Now at the plate, Homer Bailey. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 3 runs, 6 hits. 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
1-2 the count to the Reds pitcher. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So coming to the plate, Salvador Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Perez is currently third in the league amongst catchers in all-star fan balloting.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Nope. And there's ball two now. Into the corner and slicing foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Carlos Sanchez.
Stepping up now, Yolmer Sanchez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
In now, Doug Fletcher, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Trumbo to the track, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Royals will draw level now at 3 apiece.
Looking at that pitch again, you can see he just flat out missed his location. You put that pitch right there, and he's going to tattoo it. Now we're all tied up again, starting this thing all over.
In there, strike one. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Boy, that's a crazy at bat right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets the third one, and he gets a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ramon Torres. A fly out and a single for him so far. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
And another foul ball. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. 3 runs already home here. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it's now 5-3.
Wow, there's a case of a ball up in the zone. Not the easiest pitch in the world to get underneath and drive it out of the ballpark. Good piece of hitting right there. Ball up in the zone. He didn't miss it. He destroyed it.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Bonifacio has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. A ball and 2 strikes. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. Last half of the 5th coming up. KC leads this one 5-3. Now in the box, Billy Hamilton, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to...
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The fans didn't even get a chance to settle in their seats for the beginning of the inning. And he just blistered that ball down the line on the first pitch he saw. It stayed fair, and he's safely on second with the leadoff double. That's the way you lead off an inning.
Settling in now, Jimmy Childers. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Pickoff move to second, and he's back standing. Hamilton leads off second with nobody out. Hit hard to third. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
First baseman, number 19,
In is Joey Votto now. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Here's a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
A throw behind the runner at second. Don't want to forget about him. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded in shallow right by Sanchez. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
Right fielder.
Ready now for Cincinnati. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And that's by him down the line in right field toward the corner. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
A ball and a strike.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
The 1-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. This one's still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Looked like he wanted to clobber that one, but it's 1-1. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Popped him up. Sanchez is there to make the catch, and his side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Royals 5 and the Reds. Here's Matt Adams now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. It's a long solo homer there off the bat of Matt Adams. 6th home run on the season for him, and it's now 6-4. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. Dero, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
The batter.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Yolmer Sanchez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Wandy Peralta, lefty standing 6 foot even, takes over the pitching duties here.
Wandy Peralta.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Jeanette has it. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 34.
Doug Fletcher will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. A 1 pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. And he'll pull this one down a step or 2 in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. But a run for the Royals here in the inning, and it came on this home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Royals 6 and the Reds 4. Now at the plate, Devin Mesoraco. We thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Well, Matt, we'll see how this works out, but I think they figured with the righty coming up, it was worth sticking with them to keep the matchup advantage in their favor here.
No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 5 on the year. And this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these 2 lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty D. How about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American small park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
The left fielder, number 33.
Into the box, Jesse Winker. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. That's inside. 2-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering is in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
The 3-1. Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, pitcher, Wandy Peralta.
Scott Schebler will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 43, Scott Schebler.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 1 run in and 1 gone so far in this inning. Hit down the line at first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 6, center fielder,
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. One for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. 8, 9, and top of the order coming up to start the 7th. It's the Royals 6 and the Reds 5. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Maury Coggin is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Whit Merrifield will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. The average sitting at 292 here to start play. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Ripped down the first base line. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Stepping in now, Ramon Torres, standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Merrifield, the runner at second with 1 away. High pop-up. Coggin is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it because...
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Royals leave 1. As it remains a 6-5 ball game. Brandon Maurer gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Brandon Maurer.
Now batting, Jimmy Childers. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You've got to applaud the effort there from the left fielder. It just didn't work out as the ball squirts by him, resulting in a double. That's the danger of leaving your feet in the outfield.
So striding in, Joey Votto, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Up next for Cincinnati, right
So
fielder,
stepping in, Mark Trumbo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
And no swing apparently, ball one.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. He's safe at the plate. And this ball game is tied here in the seventh.
That was a really good at-bat right there. You're trying to tie this thing up any way that you can. He hits the sac fly to the outfield, and the tying run comes in to score.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be a wire job. Eighth inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. In now is Lorenzo Cain, and this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman. Ground ball foul down the left side.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
The 0-2 once more. Is a fastball then off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Ran one in there as this is hit on the ground towards second. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. KC down in order. Score remains tied 6 apiece. Heath Hembree is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 37, Heath Hembree.
Stepping in, Todd Frazier will start things out here in a tie ball game.
Todd Frazier. From
the stretch. And Looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This is line to left. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
A changeup over the inside corner. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Behind 0-2 now. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Into the box now, Jesse Winker tapped down the line. Adams scoops it up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. None left for Cincinnati. We're still tied 6-6. Digging in, the switch hitter, Yolmer Sanchez. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Tommy Kingley will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
0-1 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. Left side, but well foul. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
Standing in now, Doug Fletcher, high in the air out to center field. After it is Hamilton. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Standing in, Hunter Dozier. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So to go quietly here in this half inning, we're all knotted up headed to the bottom of the 9th as the Reds will try to walk it off. Jose Peraza is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. comes into this one at 271. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. Comes set and the 0-1. Popped him up. Torres is there. 1 out.
The batter, number 6, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled toward right center field. Kane is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Digging in, Jimmy Childers. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Missed with a slider. Looped out toward third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end
this. In is Joey Votto now, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Pitch out, nothing doing. The 1-1 pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Reds leave 1. This game remains tied. Carlos Perez is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. Drew Storen takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. Left side. And that's going to be a base hit. So there you go. The bench doing its job here as they get a man aboard to kick off the 10th.
Sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. Oh, right there. Give me a knock to the left side.
Into the box, Ramon Torres trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Up next for the Royals, right fielder, Jorge.
Digging in, Jorge Bonifacio. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike. Perez at second. Torres on at first with nobody out. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. Winker arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In there, no balls and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. Swinging bunt up the line. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman,
Here's Matt Adams now, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away. A ball and no strikes.
This is where I think you find out a lot about a pitcher's moxie. No one warming up in the pen. He's in trouble right now. He knows it. Can he right the ship and stay composed?
The 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, he'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all even at 6 apiece. Kelvin Herrera comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now. Past meetings with Kelvin Herrera, he's 3 for 15.
Right fielder, Mark.
First pitch on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Herrera typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty V, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
And there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett, 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Hit out towards second, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with, but this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. In under the hands with a fastball, it's 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Ready with another 2-strike offering. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Devin Mesoraco. He was a double play victim last time around. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Stepping in now, Yolmer Sanchez. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. The bounce it to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 34, Doug.
Stepping into the box, Doug Fletcher. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Royals go down 1. Into the box, Jesse Winker is set to get the bottom of the 11th started.
Jesse Winker.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, the pitcher, Torres.
Kenny McElroy will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Kenny McElroy.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Missed with a breaking ball. Two and one. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So striding forward now, Billy Hamilton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. 11 innings in the books. Hector Santiago gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning.
54, Hector Santiago.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. Two and 2 to Hunter Dozier.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Hit on the ground out for short. Childers comes up with it. And there's one gone to start the 12th. Darius Anderson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Darius Anderson.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Three and two, a full count to the Royals center fielder.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Fouled away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Ramon Torres is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. KC down in order. We're still tied 6-6. Mike Morin will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th. Digging in, Jimmy Childers. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Takes this the other way to right. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the leadoff hitter reaches base safely, and now it's the run-producing part of the order with nobody out.
All right, I'm going to need this guy to find his way across the plate. I think everybody's ready to go home. Nice leadoff base hit, not trying to do too much. Usually everybody's looking to launch and end it with a walk-off homer. He stayed with his approach and finds himself in good position.
In is Joey Votto now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The winning run is at first base. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with 1 swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
Guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Joey Votto. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. Cincinnati get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Hector Santiago earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
The final line score for our ballgame this afternoon. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 8 runs on 16 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For Kansas City, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Hector Santiago. His record is now 3-0. The loss goes to Mike Morin. He falls to 0-4.
Afternoon baseball now from beautiful Marlins Park in Miami, Florida. Today the finale of this quick 2-game series between the New York Yankees and the Miami Marlins. Interleague baseball next. Adam Conley is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Yankees, center fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Popped him up. Gallagher shading to his right. 1 away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, like everyone else, I can't wait to see what Miguel Cabrera has in store. He's been a catalyst for this team in the last 10 games and in so many different ways. But looking at the one number I'm looking at, a .450 on-base percentage, when you have that and you have the type of abilities that he has, you're awfully dangerous.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Wade. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Tough slider down low for a strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Lifted in the air to center field. Yelich is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
2 out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. And Stanton will put this one away, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. Chad Green is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Here's D. Gordon now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, D. Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here. Even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started this road trip off right. Yesterday, there was one common theme. There was great starting pitching. Guy went out and absolutely executed. Hopefully he passes the baton to this guy today, and he goes out and follows suit. Okay, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
In is Christian Yelich. Popped up. And he'll reach first safely. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right
here. Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very...
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And the run will score as the Marlins have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, Dero. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance to relax a little bit, even the series up, hopefully, and fight it out tomorrow.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And he'll take a look at ball 1.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
On the ground for Headley at third, could be 2. The tag gets one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Longoria as well. It's a double play. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, this team has been putting up a lot of runs lately. From top to bottom, just swinging the bat super nice. Pass the baton mentality. Guys not trying to do too much, trusting in the teammates behind them.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw goes over to third, and now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. Now to the plate, Carmen Lopez. And the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. At the plate, Cam Gallagher, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here. No movement on base. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a slider that backs up for a ball. Green isn't really known as the kind of starter that goes deep into games. It's not that he isn't capable, I'm sure. He just hasn't been that guy that works deep into games with regularity.
Matty V, I'm not sure it's this guy's fault, but I think it's more the fault of the metrics and the way we look at pitchers now.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. So it's 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Second inning coming up here. Leading off the inning, Domingo Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. Santana in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls and a strike.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass. But let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Here's Starlin Castro. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 1 out, nobody on. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. So 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Stepping up to the plate, Howie Kendrick. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line hard toward right center. And the Yankees have their first hit of the ball game. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Chase Headley. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a swing and a chance for Longoria at third. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready now for the Marlins, Ruben Tejada.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
A lot of smiles to go around on the offensive side. First time through the order. That's already their 6th hit today as a team.
Into the box now, Adam Conley. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Up next for Miami, D. Gordon. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Kendrick coming in. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Yelich. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1 in front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Ground ball right side. Castro's got it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Next for New York, Kurt Suzuki. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Suzuki, once an Atlanta Brave, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, Matty, there's not too many guys in their mid to late 30s that are going to get more than a one-year deal. But this guy is a veteran presence in this clubhouse and on this roster, and he has been invaluable. Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Count remains at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Missed with a slider. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Out in ninth, pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Chad Green. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Bases are empty, one man out. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Weak chopper up the line. Longoria barehands it. He gathers the throw. What a play. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Marlins 2 and the Yankees nothing. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Hot shot on the ground is short. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time.
The third baseman, number 3, Evan Longoria.
So one out now for the Marlins in their half of the third. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 0-1 the count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. No offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. One out, nobody on. Back up. Oh, no, that got him. And a high throw as Cabrera's got no shot at it. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there. Digging in to try it again, JT Realmuto. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Longoria leads off second with one gone in the inning. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1. Hit out towards second. And there are two away now.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another chance? Harmon Lopez. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Castro has it. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Marlins leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade as we begin the top of the fourth.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Digging in now, Miguel Cabrera. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. Tejada for one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Domingo Santana.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Domingo Santana. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, and that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really the only.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. The Yanks held in check. They're down 2-0. In now, Cam Gallagher. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Catcher, Cam. Gallagher.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
Now batting.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
In now, Ruben Tejada. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A base hit in his first trip. The 0-1 delivery. Hit on the ground to third. Here's Castro for one. On to first, and it's a double play. The second they've hit into in these first 4 innings. And there are 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Adam Conley. He did his job and laid down a successful sac bunt in his first appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Castro to his left. He's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down and in unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
1-1. Misses for the second ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Digging in now for the Yankees, Howie Kendrick. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Howie Kendrick goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Into the box, Chase Headley. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Lopez is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail things here 2-0. Here's D. Gordon now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
First delivery to him on the way. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
Dero, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
The 1-0 home. Runner goes for second. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, if you're going to put on the hit and run play, no better time to do it than right after a pitch out. Pitcher's trying to get right back into the zone. You have an opportunity to put barrel on baseball effectively. And he did a great job of it right there.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking at his career totals, Stanton carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher's going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He grounds it sharply to third. Here's Castro for one. Back to first, and that'll take care of Longoria as well. It's a double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off that slider and make him bring up something straight in the strike zone.
Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Pulled toward right center field. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that will freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
Definitely a break right there for the defense with the ground rule double. If that ball stays in play, there's a pretty good chance the runner from first is able to score since he's moving on contact with 2 outs. Instead, he's forced to stay at third, so we'll see if they're able to strand him there.
Soft liner towards short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. And he's safe.
Well, there you go. Another hit surrendered. And I think he's just run into a wall out there on the mound. These batters aren't looking like they're getting fooled anymore.
Ready once again, Ruben Tejada, 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Here's the 0-1 down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Gallagher at second with 2 down. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that misses 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here. And when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys. And when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Tyler Clippard gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box now, Adam Conley. Strike one to start the at-bat. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says the third base umpire Patrick Johnson. It's ball 1. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Another good inning here for the Marlins. Who says fans don't love their baseball in Miami? More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. At the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Stanton, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Popped him up. Tejada has a play. 1 away.
The pitcher, number 19.
Tyler Flowers will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1. Comes into this one at 271. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. Hit hard back up the middle. Played on the backhand. And that's the 2nd out.
Center fielder, number 11.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go A.J. Pollock. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
The windup and the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The next 0-2. Bat splinters as this is on the ground to first base. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-0. David Robertson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in and looking for more, D. Gordon. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, D. Gordon.
First delivery to him on the way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
1-1.
Popped up. Headley over to his left. 1 out. Opportunity now to take a look at some of the future players in the Yankee organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing well in recent action. In is Christian Yelich. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, Hero. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Giancarlo Stanton is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Yelich, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Breaking ball in for a strike.
That's 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. Liner towards second. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. A ball ticketed for right center. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully. Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Swinging a soft liner, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He was a double play victim last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And this will be taken in without much trouble. It's an easy start to the 7th. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Domingo Santana. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is fouled at the plate. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And it's fouled away. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Turned on down the line. And this will get by Longoria at 3rd. It's a fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's Starlin Castro, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to...
And his game of hide and seek ends as he's tagged out to end the inning. Yanks leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat.
JT Realmuto.
First offering on its way. Line toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
The left fielder, number 2, Carmen Lopez.
Into the box now, Carmen Lopez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Realmuto on at first, nobody out. Right side. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
Now batting, Patrick.
Striding in once again. again, Cam Gallagher. He singled and drove home 2 his last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. Here it comes, 1-0. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And the route is officially underway. It is 7-0.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Ruben Tejada.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground toward the left. To second for 1. On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing and the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Here's Howie Kendrick. We're in the 8th now and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp. And it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Fouled off. Another 0-2 coming. Down the first baseline. Realmuto is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. Digging in once again, Chase Headley. No hits to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
And that's high for a ball. 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Will Harris comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Freddie Becerra is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Grounded to the right. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
The batter, number 9, second baseman.
Here's D. Gordon now. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. First pitch coming. Here it is. Soft liner towards center. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
In his career, Yelich possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Santana is there. 1 down. Giancarlo Stanton now.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball. The 1-0 home. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. 1 run scores. Here's a second runner around third. They'll score easily. And they now lead by 9.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Stanton, the runner at second with one away. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hendrick over to his left. And that's the second out of the inning. Ready now, JT Realmuto. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Too low, 1-0. There's a breaking ball over the outer half. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. A ball and 2 strikes now. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Here now the 2-2. Liner toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
The left fielder, number 2, Carmen.
Striding into the box, Carmen Lopez. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now as this lead got even wider.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher.
Into the box, Cam Gallagher. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. Ready with the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. 9th inning coming up. The Marlins lead this one. Odubel Herrera is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Elliot Sanchez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Herrera, the former Philly, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, A.J. Pollock. He was a ground out victim last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. The 0-2 once more. Is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
One out, nobody on. Skied into straightaway right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Standing in, Tyler Wade. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. So that's going to get out of play and into the camera well. Last chance for the Yankees. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The Fish jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Adam Conley earned his 5th win of the year. Chad Green permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 29 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Homer Metro Rail Station.